All right. Welcome back, everyone, to our Holistic Mystic Show. My name is Boston Summer, and I'm here to help lightworkers prosper through soul healing and career training so that you guys can become a vibrational match to the passionate, prosperous, and purpose filled life that you want to create. I'm here talking to you today about connecting to your channel to help you to dissolve imposter syndrome. So say hello in the chats, share your questions. I'll make sure I got the chat split up here. Yes. All right. Okay. So your ability to trust in your channel and your intuition relies on one key thing. Any guesses? Let me know in the comments. It is your ability to have a clear channel, or I say clear enough. So your channel is a energetic pathway that allows spirit to flow in through you from the top of your head or up in through your feet from Pachamama and communicate with you via your intuition. So your channel can get disconnected or muddied up if you're not really intentional about keeping this pathway clear enough. And I say clear enough because we're all human and there's really no possible way that we can always have a clear channel, right? But some of the ways that a disconnected or muddied up channel looks like is not being able to hear your intuition or ignoring your intuition, ignoring your needs or your desires for others' needs and desires, right? Ignoring your own for someone else's, being numb to your emotions, feeling anxious or worrying about the future. That's a big one. Not feeling grounded in your body or mistreating your physical vessel. That's a huge thing that I'm learning a lot about right now. Ignoring your boundaries, having self-doubt, criticism, and self-sabotage. We all have those, but it's to the point where it's preventing you from doing things in your life that you want to take action on. And so the biggest one though here, and what we're talking about today, is imposter syndrome. So who here has experienced imposter syndrome? I know I have. Imposter syndrome is when you believe that you don't know enough or aren't good enough to do A, B, or C, whatever it is that you want to do. Rather that sign clients, come out with a beautiful program that you know will change lives, and it's just that beautiful creation process of creating the program that's amazing as well. Um, being able to quit your job and run a business that is sustainable and fulfilling to your heart and your wallet, right? And so imposter syndrome, they shows up and it usually reflects in our lives by feeling like we need like 10 certificates before we can start working with clients. Not speaking up when a potential client is sharing about something and you have a solution for them, or never starting your practice or quitting your practice because you failed once. Or there's so many examples of imposter syndrome and how that shows up in our lives. But when we are disconnected, we have a hard time knowing what we think. And so we listen to other people's thoughts, opinions, advice, right? And we push our own to the side. We doubt ourselves. We doubt our abilities, our intuitive gifts. We say, oh, that was just a coincidence, or we even doubt choices that we make. Maybe we took a risk and we were feeling really good about it, and then doubt creeps in, right? And so when we're disconnected, we drain our own life energy because we're literally giving this power away to something external. And the truth is, if you can resensitize yourself to be able to listen to how your own internal guidance system communicates with you, you'll be able to bring your gifts online and feel more open and powerful than ever before. And I don't just mean bring your gifts online, like on social media or whatever. I mean, bring your gifts online to in your body to the point where you're open and shining bright and trusting in them. You rely and trust in this intuitive channel, and the imposter syndrome just melts away. So some of the ways that you can bring, oh, hi Mika, hello. Yes, me too. We all have had imposter syndrome. I think the important thing is to identify, like, is this something that I'm going to let hold me back, or am I going to do something about it? And so some of the ways that we can bring our channel to a clear enough state and bring our spiritual connection online like stronger than ever is the first things first. This is where I always have my students start. Okay, figure out how your intuition speaks to you. Keep a journal, and maybe this journal is specifically for this thing, and you're going to look for noticeable patterns how your intuition is speaking to you, because it's different for everyone. And I can, sit here and write out all the gifts. I can sit here and, run through a list and see which ones resonate with you the most. But the best way is to take what you have, take material that you have, experiences of your life, and then translate that into what are these gifts. And so I have a student working through this right now, and it's something that is so powerful because you have concrete evidence of how this looks like and shows up in your life. And how can you doubt that when you have concrete evidence of over and over and over again? That imposter syndrome is like, goodbye, you know? Another way is to really reconnect to your channel, your intuition, how it speaks to you, is to spend time at your altar or in nature daily. And I say this daily because for me specifically, like, I really need that time at my altar because I am a totally different person in how I handle conflict, how I handle situations or stress when I'm connected in, when I'm rooted into that anchor of my truth, of that grounded self, of that true sovereign self. And if I get too much time away from connecting in with that person, that part of me that is eternal, that is that true essence of who I really am, then all my parts come and tell me how to act and really handle situations that I don't necessarily want that to happen in that way. And so however that looks like to you, I have a beautiful altar set up, and I have all these things that represent like how spirit speaks to me. What is spirit to me? What are things that are sacred and holy to me? And just filling my life up with them. Yeah. I consume spiritual texts, especially at my altar. And this doesn't have to be put into a box. It can be all spiritual texts. It could be whatever that looks like to you. I'm not going to name anything here because I want you to really be in a space where it's resonating. But to be filling yourself up, spiritually feeding your soul and your mind with these things, these spiritual texts that are reminding you of what is important, reminding you of what is possible and how miracles happen. You guys still following me? Gratitude practice is huge. Gratitude is the energy of spirit, of love, and it is the most magical thing that you can do in your life. And just by simply being aware of your blessings, your channel opens up. The last one I have for you, these are all things that are really integral in my practice, is writing reminders or ritualistic behaviors that you want to adopt and put them in high traffic areas of your life. So I remembered when I started this journey, I needed all the reminders because when left to my own vices, I would spiral or I would just forget about the work I was trying to do because I was so busy. I mean, we live in a modern lifestyle. And so I would remind myself through sticky notes. And I would be it's so cute. I would be so intentional when I would write them. I'd have a little like self ceremony when I made them, and I would bless these sticky notes and infuse them with Reiki. And when I would see the sticky notes, I would not only see the visual reminder, but I would feel the energy behind them. And I would be brought back to that ceremony like energy coming from when I made them. And this helped me to just get in the habit of inviting that ritualistic energy into my life, my everyday life. And so, if this is something that you're working on and you would like support and you desire to go deeper into that work so that you can dissolve imposter syndrome, believe in your gifts, um, be intentional with your energy hygiene of so your channel is clear enough. I have a brand new offering called Clear Channel, and it is a 3-month online training and community space where devoted light workers who are devoted to this sacred path invite ceremony, energetic leadership, and the psychic proficiency into their life and into their self liberation journey and into their soul work. However, you show up to serve others. So, if you're interested in that, drop a green heart emoji for the deets. I will send them to you via um, messenger email, depending on if this is on Facebook or YouTube. um, and we're going to focus on 3 areas of growth so that you can really embody this wise spiritual stage, right? The time of guru is over and the time of listening to our own inner guru is now. And so I'm going to really help you learn and understand what your intuitive gifts are so that you can trust them, right? You have some feedback for how your spiritual gifts show up in your life so you can trust them and you don't doubt them. We're going to implement shamanic ritual into your daily life. So if you love that earth-based wisdom, that earth-based practice, we're going to be diving into that and really building this symbiotic relationship with spirit. And we're also going to be talking about energy hygiene because your girl's an energy worker, and this is so important for being able to even hear your intuition. Because who knows if you're listening to your intuition or if you're listening to someone else that you're energetically connected with, right? And so this helps to keep our emotions grounded and our channel open so that we can be our own voice of authority and as well as a conduit for others or clients or whoever we're serving. So there's so much that you get. We're going to have brand new trainings. We're going to have one-on-one coaching spaces and group containers, but you have one-on-one opportunities. We're going to have a community space as well as a private community Facebook group. So you can get support in between all the calls. And if you have any questions that get answered, and we are going to work together from October through December. We start October 1st with our first training, and you can either catch it live or watch it on your own time. But if you are interested and you want to really deepen your relationship to spirit, believe in yourself and really boldly claim your intuitive gifts, this is the space for it. So drop a green heart emoji if you would like the link and to claim that your spot and discover how this training and community space can be a part of your next layer of growth and confidence and self-realization, your self-liberation journey. I'm over here cheering for you. And until next time, go out there and share your light with the world. Namaste.